Today we're going to be having a quick look at the Naturehike CWZ400 sleeping bag. It's a downfill sleeping bag, just came from as a replacement for my Kelty sleeping bag. And we're going to do a quick comparison of the two sleeping bags just to see how they compare one to the other. What I was looking for is a lighter sleeping bag for warmer weather camping, because this one here is rated for 20 or 22 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas this one here is warmer than that. I've got it set up on my Helinox Cot 1 cot, just to make sure we see how it sits on the cot, because that's what it's going to be resting on. It's got a nice smooth finish, really smooth, but this is just a stuff sack. So let's unbox it or unpack it and see what happens. But first, let me compress this as much as it can be compressed so that we can compare it with this lump. My sleeping bag goes into my dry bag that sits on the back seat and of my motorcycle. So it would be good if this was even smaller than that, so that it'll fit. It'll give me more room in my dry bag. This is the Kelty bag, as small as it can get, and this is the Naturehike bag, as small as it can get, or as I dare to push it down right now. You can see it's quite a bit shorter than this one, and the diameter is much smaller than this bag. So a much smaller pack size. Like I said, this is a stuff sack. It comes with it, so take it out of the stuff sack and unbagging, take it out. It comes with a storage bag. This is the bag that you want to store the sleeping bag in, from what I understand, and much larger than the stuff sack, and it allows it to loft up a bit and to get a little bit poofier. But when you're going to go pack it up to bring it camping, then you'll have to obviously put it into the stuff sack and squish it down. Now this is what they call an envelope sleeping bag. My current sleeping bag is a mummy type sleeping bag, so you know the shape of a mummy sleeping bag. I'll show you in a little while when I take it out. But this one here is an envelope, so it's got a nice full width at the bottom here, so your feet are not gonna be as cramped. This is the logo here. I got a Naturehike monger tent, and ever since I found out about the name Naturehike, I keep seeing these things pop up, and this one looks quite encouraging. CWZ400. There is also a CW400, and the difference between the CW400 and the CWZ400 is that the Z is slightly warmer, for warmer weather. In other words, it doesn't warm you up as much in the winter, but the difference is only a couple of degrees. It's got a hood, okay, and it's got this nice ring around your face type thing, and that ring there is padded. I don't know what it's got inside, but it's nice and soft, and there's a Velcro closure here, okay. If you look through, you can't see through, I don't think, from the shot, but if you look through it, you can see the down fill in there. This is a Goose down filled bag. The other bag that I have is synthetic, but this is a down bag. So I can tell it's poofing up. It's poofing up right now, which is remarkable. This one here, it does have a YKK zipper, and it's got zipper pulls. It should have a zipper pull on the inside, but no, I don't see one. Oh, I see what happens. The zipper pull can go on the inside or the outside, so it's a single zipper pull. My other sleeping bag has two. It's a Kelty, and it has two zipper pulls, one on the inside, one on the outside. It's got two heads to the zipper, okay, and so you can unzip the foot area up to let's say here, and keep your feet exposed while the rest of yours is zipped up. But I've got this unzipped all the way. So it's like that. It's unzipped all the way up to the side that has no zipper. So what this means is that you can unfold this whole thing and use it as a quilt. So right now I've got it, you see, unzipped completely, so it's just flat now. So that's more flexibility as far as I'm concerned. And you've got that hood up there. You've got all of this. So this looks really, really nice. This Kelty sleeping bag, this is the sleeping bag taken out of the compression sack. This does have my pillow in it. So that's why it's a little bit longer too. But when you take the pillow out, okay, and you look at the size of the bag, it's still a good bit bigger than the Naturehike bag. All right. The bottom of the Kelty tuck, it says 22 degrees rated, men comfort regular size, 22 degrees Fahrenheit. All I know is when I was at Mission Tejas State Park, it got down to 36 degrees one night, and bloody near froze to death. I had 2 sweaters on underneath, and I was still cold. But that's largely because there was no sleeping pad. Once I put the pad on top of this, it was much better. So maybe the bag is fine at 22, I don't know. So you can see the bag is a mummy style bag. The bottom here has got that tapered shape, and as a matter of fact, with this bag, so you can unzip that and keep your foot box fairly, relatively cool. This has been a great bag. This don't get me wrong, this is a great bag, but it's just that I need something that packs a bit smaller and it's cooler for summer sleeping. Again, like the Naturehike one, it does have a drawstring for the face area, but this part here, unlike the Naturehike, this one here is not padded. Okay, so there's no padding to this. It's just I don't know, the same material folded over on itself. So not padded. There's the pull. The thing I like about the Kelty is it's got 2 pulls, one on the inside and one on the outside with a string. So I like that. The Naturehike, you've got to flip the same one pull on the inside. This one has got a couple of pockets and so on inside. It's got this this hood that you can use. Let me see if I can see a label. No, there's no label here, really, not like the other bag. So that's pretty much it. And that's the back. And like I said, it's I believe it's a synthetic. I'll put all the specs up on the in the description below. But this is not a down bag. This is a synthetic bag. On the inside of the bag is this neat little label here that shows the comfort range level, and here you can see for the it's a CWZ400 Goose down 550 FP Naturehike outdoors, and the comfort range is 7 degrees Celsius or 44.6 degrees Fahrenheit, with a transition to a minimum or a limit for comfort of 2 degrees Celsius or 35.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything beyond that is risk of, I guess, freezing to death. I don't know. But anyway, I want this for summer. So the temperature that I'm going to be seeing is probably going to be way above 44.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So maybe I'll be too hot. So that's a different degree of discomfort. But at least it will be cooler than my Kelty sleeping bag. The Naturehike right now is lofting up still. It is definitely not not as poofy as the other one, and it is a bit bigger, I think. If you look at the bottom, you can't see it there. I'll pull this up. Keeping the bottom together at the same length, we can see what the top looks like, and the top of the Naturehike is probably about 3 inches longer than the Kelty below it. Width-wise, the Naturehike and the Kelty are about the same. Maybe a little bit wider for the Naturehike bag, but the difference in width is going to be in the foot area, where this is an envelope type bag. It's got that full width. Let's see how it feels inside. I'm kind of warm in the house right now, but we'll see. Open this up, and let's get in. Ooh. It feels nice. It's like silk all over. It's a silky type feeling, and hopefully I'm in the shot. But essentially, I'm in the hood here now, and that's how it'll be when I zipper it up. It's quite comfortable in here, but in this house here right now, I'm going to overheat. So the good thing about this is that you can keep it open and, you know, cover yourself as you need during the night. So I can sleep with it partially open like this, or completely covered up. I don't have a camera person with me, so the angles of the shots might be optimal, but I wanted to show you just a quick look at the Naturehike CWZ400 sleeping bag. There's not a lot of good reviews out there. There are reviews from what they call reviews. It's actually just a product video from the manufacturer or from the seller, showing you the different features of the bag, but not really showing you a real world owner's point of view for the sleeping bag. So you're not going to find many videos like that around for this bag, for the CWZ400. So this is hopefully going to fill that void. So there you have it, a quick comparison or a demonstration of the Naturehike CWZ400. As you can see right now, it's in its storage sack, which is just a mesh bag, and it's quite nice and poofy. It's pretty darn light. This is a light sleeping bag, and of course I've put the Kelty back into its stuff sack, and it's much smaller now than this, but this will pack down much smaller than this when I put it in its compression sack. Of course, here's my pillow, and the pillow is a Philo. It's a Nemo Philo. I think I spoke about this before. Philo Luxury, great pillow, and that will have to live with this at the end, inside of its own stuff sack, at the end of this sleeping bag, because I like to keep my pillow and my sleeping bag in the same bag. I hope you found this useful and informative. Naturehike CWZ400. Apparently it only comes in yellow, so if you really don't like a yellow sleeping bag, then you're gonna have to go for the warmer CW400, which comes in different colors, black, and I believe a couple other colors. So there you have it.